Yes, he's a dead good mate of mine. You're going to absolutely love him. So start clapping. Start cheering. Birthday, Jamie Sillifant.
Hello. How are we? Are we good? Man, I fucked around the internet the other day, you know, and I bought myself an inflatable sex doll. Now, them things cost $4,500. What the fuck? But I'm a genius, yeah. So I got them from Ukraine. The government's gonna pay me to keep it in mind. The only problem though, yeah, it's taking the piss to arrive. I guess they're still blowing it up or something. Shit, my apologies. You're the police, aren't you? Can I get arrested for saying some mad shit, or am I okay? I'm okay, okay. So, this ex-girlfriend I had one time, she'd smoke so much weed. Like, it was incredible how much she'd smoke. Like, she'd smoke so much that her eyes looked like they were bleeding. Like, her eyes like halfway down her face, yeah. Like we went to America one time, and she was so stoned, and these Vietnam vets were walking past, and they were getting like PTSD because they thought they were back. I guess not then. But like, they thought she was a talking tree. I thought that bit was funnier, but that's fine. But like, I used to try and smoke weed, try and like catch up with their level. I had like 3 joints, and I threw up. I threw up into a sink, and I blocked their sink. I fucked up her sink, yeah. And then I was like, I'll fix it. And she's like, no. I'll get a plumber around. You can sort this out. I was like, no, I'm gonna fix this. So I went to B&Q. This was like during lockdown. And outside, the queue was massive. And I was thinking, it's gonna take me forever to get in. But then I looked again, and the B was the same size. So I got in pretty easy. It was pretty sound. So I get in there anyway. Yeah, get in there, get these like suction cups to fix the sink. That doesn't work. So she's like, I'll get a plumber around. He's like, no plumbers. This is when I was smoking weed. My height of paranoia, yeah. Whoop. Height of paranoia. And she was like, what's your problem getting a plumber around? I was like, listen, lady. I've seen plenty of videos online where these plumbers come round and they fucked a young girlfriend, do you know what I mean? And then she was fuming. She kicked me out the house. I was like, shit, she's definitely gonna fuck the plumber now. So that's heavy, but I still had the spare key. So the next day she was in work. I went in, got the plumber around myself. And then I fucked the plumber. Just to be safe. Just to be safe, do you know what I mean? But I don't smoke weed anymore. I don't smoke weed, give it up. Like, I'd probably do like every single drug apart from heroin. Because I don't know, 2 reasons, I don't know where to get it from. Anyone know? No one's selling heroin? Sly. And then the second reason was, like, in college, this fella came in and did like a presentation on like heroin and like why it's bad for you. It's pretty obvious that it's bad for you, but he was explaining he was doing it for like decades, and like you can't use the same needle, the same vein after a couple number of uses. You've got to use different ones. And he was talking about like the only vein he's got left working is in his dick. So fuck doing that, do you know what I mean? Because imagine you're about to shoot up and you get your dick out, and let's just say the average needle is what, like 7 inches long. And you get that needle out and it's like 6.5 inches bigger than your own dick. It's going to be a sad time, isn't it, really? As you can tell, I'm from Liverpool, yeah. Now, being from Liverpool, you've got to be hard. Otherwise, you get your ass kicked. Sorry, slip of the tongue there. So what I done to be hard was I took up MMA, which is like UFC, if you don't know what that is. And like, I was hitting the bags for a little bit, doing some head kicks and shit, thinking I'm hard as fuck now. I had 1 fight and I got beat. It's like, fuck this, I'll give it up, obviously. But I still do hit the bags. But it's like cocaine and cats and shit these days. Don't arrest me. You said it was fine. But like, it gets me in trouble sometimes with girls these days. Because like girls of my generation, that could be throughout the entirety of time, they like getting slapped and choked during sex. Which for me, because I'm trained in that like art, I don't really know how to take it, do you know what I mean? Because I always ask them, like, how tight or how hard. Because, as you can see, I'm not a Tesla. I don't want to get linked up to a battery charge or anything. I don't care. I think that's a fire bar right there. So this one time, this girl was actually like getting choked. It's like, okay, no problem. I shall choke you. In a nice way, she asked for it, do you know what I mean? So she was giving me some slop top anyway. And that's a blowjob, if you know what that means. Like the good kind as well, do you know what I mean? Dripping down the balls, Niagara Falls. It was phenomenal. Phenomenal. So her head was seeing my thighs anyway, yeah. Then I remember she's like getting choked. So I threw it up on the slickest triangle choke you ever seen in your life. She didn't tap. So I continued, obviously. She ended up blacking out, which is sad. I thought I killed her, yeah. But she finally came to. Well, I'll reword that a little bit. I came, she regained consciousness. And she was fuming when she woke up, obviously. She told me to leave. So I left because I'm a gentleman. And on the way out, I got stopped by two of the carers. And this... They said it was all right. I can say what I want. They said it was fine. Yeah, and they said to me, "You never come back to this nursing home again." But it's sound because she's got dementia. I just sneak back in every time. She forgets. She forgets. Ah, shit. What else can I say? I'm gonna say some other shit right now. You might hate me for this, but who cares? So in March, I went to Saudi Arabia in March. Now, obviously, Saudi Arabia is very heavily Muslim, and they've only just allowed like women to drive over there, which is great. Like over there, women can drive, but then I come back to the UK and women can't drive. I'm only joking, of course. That's an old type of joke, isn't it? Really, I'm not saying all women can't drive because you've got those new women. They can drive. They can drive, of course, but they've got like dicks and shit, do you know what I mean? Right. That is not transphobic, by the way. It's sexist for sure, but not transphobic. I actually had like a run-in with a ladyboy one time. Do you remember when it was like in like May and it was super hot? I was in my garden from like 9 a.m. just getting drunk, getting pissed. And I got pulled by a ladyboy in some pub because I was fucked. I was very, very drunk. And in my defense, I didn't know they were real. Like, I know they're real, of course. I thought they were like some sort of like mythical creature. Do you know what I mean? You're like a centaur. Like, top half a woman, bottom half hung like a fucking horse. It was wild. Right, I'm going to leave anyway. Thank you.
Jamie Sillifant, everyone!